Sales Navigator is one of the most powerful tools for outbound selling. Yet, most sellers use it like a glorified phone book. They scroll, they add leads, and then they guess. They guess what to do next. And then they wonder why no one replies. But when you know what filters to use and how to use them, that's when Sales Navigator becomes your personal pipeline machine. In this video, I'll show you the 2 Sales Navigator filters that I use to consistently book calls and land deals faster without wasting time on bad fit leads. And I've taught this exact process to thousands of sellers, from solo consultants to large global brands like T-Mobile for Business and Carta. And most of my students who follow my training with Sales Nav that actually go out and execute, they see results within 24 to 48 hours. So let's dive in. Now, before we get started with these 2 killer Sales Nav filters, you need to set up your Sales Navigator account the proper way. I made a video on that. Go ahead, watch it, and then you can come back to this video because it's really important everything is set up properly before you start using these filters. Plus, I go into how to set up accounts, how to set up leads, etc. The first one, filter numero uno, is my favorite. It is the posted on LinkedIn filter, which you will find right here. So what you're going to want to do is layer that with your targeted lead list and or account lists. So I just clicked it on and it showed 24 million people plus who have posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. Because I have 0 filters on here. But in the video where I walked you through how to set up Sales Nav properly, I show you how to build account lists and how to build lead lists. So if you wanted, you could pull up one of your lead lists or one of your account lists, either one. You could select one of the leads lists that you make, click include, and then click posted on LinkedIn. Now I'm down to 32 people. These are people that are in my pipeline, or were. So these people are actively posting on LinkedIn, and then I can just click right here. It's gonna pull up their profile. All I do is scroll down, see what they posted, and see if I can engage with it. So this is Sean's post. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to see what it is. It was 3 weeks ago, so I missed this opportunity. Probably should have engaged before this date. So there's that. But you can also look at the comments. So you can look to see what they are commenting. So you can see here, that's so cool, way to go, Mark. But you can click on this and it will show you all of his activities. And then you can look for anything that's recent in the past week for you to go and engage with. So if he's commenting, this is actually a good one right here. This is an excellent point. Brands that are buying versus building aren't necessarily integrating. So this would be a good comment that he left a day ago. If I wanted to get in front of Sean again, let's say Sean ghosted me, which he hasn't, by the way. I just talked to him today. Sean is fabulous. But let's say that he did ghost me and I see that he left this comment a day ago. Or let's just say this is a brand new prospect that I've never even talked to before and he left this comment, but he did not leave a post recently. Like there is no post, but there's a comment. I'm literally gonna go here. I'm gonna read this. It's a decent comment. Brands that are buying versus building aren't necessarily integrated across the right workflows. They're on a not built in, not the same. So I could celebrate his comment, clap, or I could like it, whatever, heart it, do whatever you want. And then you could click reply and I could reply to his comment if I wanted to, or I could just like it or celebrate it. Then I could reach out to Sean and say something like, hey Sean, totally agree with your point you made on Sean McCurry's post about ABC. And then I would just go into a little bit more detail. The chances that Sean already saw my like are pretty high. So I would wait a little bit, maybe wait a few hours, a day, it doesn't matter. Or you can do it instantly. If you have time, just wait. If you don't have time, just do it instantly. Then you send the connection request or the message if you're already connected to him, and then you mention whatever it is, okay? But I was actually going to show you guys something and I ended up showing you something else. This is what happens with real-time YouTube videos where I'm actually showing you in real time what to do. So perfect example though, because it doesn't have to be their post, it could be their comments. So this is going to show you everyone who is actively using the platform. Now, if you didn't have your lead list yet and you had your account list, you could go and look at your targeted accounts, click include on the targeted accounts, then click posted on LinkedIn. So now it's gonna show you the people that work at those accounts that have posted on LinkedIn in the last 30 days Then you could drill down even further. Let's say you only want people in sales, or you only want decision makers in sales. Then maybe just the chiefs. Then we literally just select CXO, sales, and this is what it's gonna show up with. Now, if you already have your personas filled out, then you would just literally click personas, sales decision makers, and bam, this is what shows up. These people are active. You go, you look, you see if you can engage with it. Then you wait and send the connection request. This is also part of my friendly leader method, which I mention a lot in my other YouTube videos. So again, go back and watch the video on how to set up your Sales Nav account properly if you haven't done so already, because I go into more detail here. But this is favorite filter number one that will make you money is this posted on. The reason this is so important is because I don't want you wasting time on people who don't use LinkedIn that much. Only focus on the people that are actively using the platform. Even if they posted a job posting that's available 30 days ago, at least they're using LinkedIn. And the example I just showed you with Sean, it might lead you to some of their comments, which you can also engage with. So absolutely use this filter. Now, the second most powerful filter that is highly underutilized is the change jobs filter in the same exact section. Recent updates, you got posted on LinkedIn, and you got change jobs. So the reason this filter is awesome is because a lot of times people that have changed jobs recently are reviewing vendors, they're reviewing tools, and they're looking to implement some solutions that move the needle. They're looking to get results, not just so they look good for their bosses that just promoted them or just hired them, but they also want to make an impact in their new role, so they are way more likely to talk to you about your solution. So what you can do, same thing, go here, either put an account list or a lead list and hit change jobs. And that is going to pull up people who recently changed jobs. Then you want to layer it on. We're not trying to build thousands and thousands of people. This is a hyper-targeted tactic and tool that will allow you to get in front of the right people at the right time. This is not about spray and pray. This is the opposite of spray and pray. We are going hyper-specific. So with that said, I'm gonna have this account list here. I'm gonna have change jobs, and then I'm gonna layer it in with my persona, which is going to be the sales decision maker. And boom, I only have 3. Now that really, really takes it down. So 3 months enrolled. Jordan, he started 3 months ago. Recently hired. Richard, head of biz dev in the UK, 1 month. So both of them would be great. Martin, I don't know why Martin, homie, you need to get a profile photo. I don't know why you're using your logo, but Martin, if you're watching this, use your headshot. Okay, Richard, you also need a background photo. Come on. This here, right here is what I'm talking about, the cover photo. So I could look here, see that he just started, this is a new role. So he just started in June, which would be good for me to reach out. And, you know, you're probably drinking from congratulations, Richard, on your new role at FIS. You're probably drinking from a fire hose right now. When things get a little calmer, I'm happy to be a resource for you on the LinkedIn social selling front. Thanks, Mandy. Super, super simple. Jordan, go here with Jordan. Let's see what Jordan has going on. Man, these people, you need to get a cover photo too, Jordan. It just makes everything look better, just FYI. It makes everything look more professional when you have a cover photo. So Jordan, he's happy to share that he started a new position as VP of Sales at First American Title Insurance. So again, congratulations, Jordan, on your role a few months ago as VP of Sales, and then just go into it again. And I can maybe even ask a question after I connect with him though. So if you're not connected, keep it to the point and short. Don't go into the details yet. So, hey Jordan, came across your profile today. Congratulations on your new role recently at First American Title. Would be happy to connect. So keep it really, really simple when you're first connecting with them. Then when they accept, you can say, congratulations again. You're probably drinking from a fire hose right now, but when things calm down, if I can be a resource for you on the LinkedIn social selling front, don't hesitate to ask. So that's just a random example. But when you're sending the connection request, keep it really short. If you can engage with his activity, like even if this was 2 months ago, you could still like clap or like, obviously I'm a fan of clap. I keep giving you examples of clapping. So react to a post if possible, and then you can send the connection request, mention it, and then after he accepts, you can offer to help, right? So Those are the two filters that will pay your bills when you use them strategically and consistently. But just knowing what filters to use is not enough. You need to know what to say to people, your messaging. I just gave you examples. Pretty much in all of these videos, I'm giving you examples of what to say to people, but you can't blow it by saying something annoying and salesy and spammy, because you could have done all this work up to this point and you could blow it in 2 seconds by sending a spammy message. So don't do that. And if you want help with this, I have free message templates for you in my 90-day jumpstart course, audio and video message templates. Audio notes work really well, voice notes, and so do videos in LinkedIn messages, but you have to use the mobile version, just FYI. But you can go grab that. You can also grab my framework that shows you exactly what to do on Sales Navigator and LinkedIn for 90 days in order to get some growth and activity and obviously pipeline happening. So go check that out. And if you want any more help personally, then hit me up and I'm happy to help. And because I am here to make you guys get results, if you want me to review anything with your LinkedIn profile, leave a comment below with your profile, your message, a question about Sales Nav, anything at all. And each week I'm going to pick one person and make a dedicated video for them answering all their questions. So leave a comment and I will see you in the next video.